Tonight, live from the rinks in Hot Park, New York, the Stony Brook University Seawolves take on Lebanon Valley College Dutchmen in an ESCHL divisional matchup. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. And good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. The number one ranked team in the country, the Stony Brook University Seawolves, are back home again after taking 2 games from the University of Rhode Island last weekend, sweeping the season series against the Rams. Tonight, the Stony Brook Seawolves take on Lebanon Valley College, the Dutchmen, a team the Seawolves suffered their first loss against while on the road. The Lebanon Valley College is an improving team, and under head coach Don Parsons and assistant coach Ian Ellenberger, the Dutchmen as a team have made significant strides this year and are now ranked number 11 in the country. Both of these teams play in the ESCHL division and see each other on the average of 4 times a year, not including playoffs or national tournament. We do expect that these 2 games will be very competitive and very, very close in score. The Seawolves will need to keep their focus on these 2 games, taking one shift at a time, one period at a time, as Coach Chris Garofalo has often said. And try not to think ahead of next week's opponent. For all of you who don't know this, next week, Central Oklahoma comes into town, and the Stony Brook Seawolves met them in the finals last year at the Nationals and lost 4-0. So I'm sure that's on the back of the minds of a lot of these players, but the business at hand is 2 games this weekend against Lebanon Valley and try to maintain that number 1 ranking. And it means so much to a team going into the Nationals, for those of you who follow along. The 24-2 Stony Brook Seawolves are coached by Chris Garofalo and assistant coaches Wes Hawkins and Colin Bromstad. Let's welcome in Andy Seekoff and talk about the terrific run the Stony Brook Seawolves have had, enjoying this 11-0 record in the last 11 games, Andy.
Yeah, on an 11-game win streak, this Seawolves team is on fire right now. And taking into consideration, there were 2 games that they didn't even play because of the crazy snow that we got here on Long Island against Rutgers. That could easily be a 13-game hot streak that they're on. But you look at players like JT Hall and Tyler Underhill and Andrew Satola, they're all making big contributions out on the ice and really letting the rest of the Seawolves team show what they can do.
It's an interesting group of players this year. There are really no standout stars, but amongst the players, there are a couple of shining bright lights, and we'll talk about that during the player spotlight. But it has really been a team effort this year.
It has been.
Right? And we've watched every game this team has played at home, some of the games on the road where we could have watched, and they have really shown, that they are really a step above most of these teams. But a team like Lebanon Valley College, who a couple years ago were ranked 29th or not even in the rankings, have now come in under Don Parsons and Ellenberger and have really brought this team back and ranked 11th. They're going to be at the national tournament as well this year.
And they're playing with, and we'll get into it in more detail in a little bit, but they're playing with a lot of freshmen out there, including one who's the top of the team in scoring.
All right, why don't we... We're going to talk a little bit more about the players in just a little bit, but let's talk a little bit about the matchups here. We talked about, and we'll see it on the coach interview, we talked to Coach Chris Garofalo about the one loss that they had against Lebanon Valley on the road in Lebanon in Pennsylvania. And Coach Garofalo said, this is not the same team. And I can't help not to agree with him. I do agree with him because when Stony Brook came into the season, they were ranked number 1 because of the finish last year. But they did come into a little bit of a challenge in some of the games, not losing, but close score games.
It was a team that was in a little bit of a transition where you had a lot of senior leadership gone from last season. So it's a team that had to get themselves find their identity. And when they played Lebanon Valley on the road, they were still in the midst of finding what their identity was. Now that they figured out that they are a team that is built on speed, and they've used that to their advantage. We've seen that in a lot of these series where they go up against these bigger teams and just outrace outrace them to the puck, and get all the second and third chances, which are huge in hockey games, especially when you need as many goals as you can get for ranking purposes.
Exactly. And tonight, the Seawolves have donned their away jerseys, which are the red, and we don't get a chance to see the Seawolves play in the red that often. But
I think
tonight they are dressed in red.
I may know a reason why. February is Heart Month, so we're wearing red because that's what we do. But on Heart Month, you're supposed to wear red as a show of support for people who are battling heart disease and for research purposes. So could be.
Could be, and it would be for a good cause, of course. And tonight we also have the scholarship fund for the two Stony Brook players who lost their lives, Anthony Franzoni and Chris Pelletieri. There will be a little ceremony before the start of the game tonight about that as well, and that's something really good that the Seawolves do every year.
Yes.
And remembering these guys and tragically were lost, and it's nice to see that this organization, this club organization, does all of that. It's really great.
When it comes down to it, you respect your own, you respect your brothers and your teammates, and that's what these guys do, and there's no reason not to. They were people who contributed to the university and provided for the university, so why not do something in their memory?
Exactly. We had a good conversation I had a conversation with Coach Garofalo, which we'll show in a little while. You had a conversation with...
I had a conversation with Coach Parsons. He gave us some insight on how he shaped his team and what he's looking to do this weekend.
Good. All right, so we'll make sure that we share that with you folks. We appreciate you tuning in. We're just moments away from the player spotlight, so stick with us, and we'll get you a couple of the players, two or three of the players of each team to take a look at tonight and watch to maybe keep an eye on them as they skate up and down the ice for both their teams. The Seawolves will be playing Lebanon Valley College again tomorrow. The puck will drop at 3:30, so just before you get ready to turn the Super Bowl on, just maybe have your computer up and running, and you can kind of watch that game. And then as soon as the game's over, flip the volume up on your TV and watch the Super Bowl.
And it'll be great if they could just leave the cameras on here to see how fast we try to run out of here.
Yeah, well, this is a well-oiled turbine, as they say. Sorry for the dental reference there.
There's plenty of worse things you could have picked out.
Yeah, so we try to move this along pretty quickly. All right, so we're going to get ready for our players' spotlight. First, we're going to spotlight the Stony Brook Seawolves. And the first person we're going to talk about is the captain of the team, number 17, who's picking the puck up right now, J.T. Hall. In 25 games, Hall has 23 goals, 35 assists for 58 points. 5 power play goals, 2 shorties, 24 minutes in penalties. He's got 3 game-winning goals, and J.T. Hall is ranked 4th in the country in the ACHA in total points. That's a combination of goals and assists. So J.T. Hall, number 17. Next, we have number 90, and this is Andy Satola. In 26 games, Andy Satola has 7 goals, 31 assists, 38 points. He's got 2 power play goals, no shorthanded goals, 64 minutes in penalties. He's got 1 game winner, and he's ranked 38th out of 50 in the point scoring total point getters on the ACHA top 50. Next up, number 74, Tyler Underhill. And Tyler in 25 games has 24 goals, 13 assists, 37 points, 8 power play goals, no shorties. He's got 60 minutes in penalties, 6 game winners, and he's ranked 44th on the list of 50 in total point scorers for the ACHA. So those are the top 3 Stony Brook players. Andy, what do you got for Lebanon?
All right, well, the first one we're going to be looking at is number 11, Brian Hovanek, one of the freshmen of Coach Don Parsons' team. 22 goals, 11 assists for 33 points, 14 penalty minutes, 9 power play goals, 7 of which are game winners. So this is a guy that the Stony Brook defense is really going to have to pay attention to and make sure that they contain.
Yeah, Hovanek is a freshman.
He's a freshman.
Yeah, excellent.
All right,
good player.
After that, we're going to be looking at number 17, Jacob Thomas, on the season in 25 games, 11 goals, 14 assists for 25 points, 8 penalty minutes, 3 power play goals, 1 game winner. And Jake Thomas is a junior, so he's still got another season under his belt.
Assistant captain too. Yeah.
To go with these players that are up and coming as freshmen. So to have that senior leadership next year and the juniors now is going to be great.
Alrighty.
We got one more here, number 28, Andy Thurby. 12 goals, 12 assists, 3 power play goals in the 22 games he's played, 32 penalty minutes. So he's second in scoring on Lebanon Valley with the 12 goals, behind only Hovannik. He's also an assistant captain for this team. And he's one of their senior leaders, so they're going to be looking to him today to make an early impact.
And we've seen Andy Thurby. I've been here for 3 or 4 years now, watched him play every year. Heck of a player, solid player, brings a lot of energy, and he would be a catalyst on any of these teams in this league.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so that's the buzzer. Teams are going to go off the ice. We're going to have an ice cut, and we'll probably get an 8:30 start. So we're going to take our short break, and then we'll be back for the start of the game. Thank you for watching and tuning in to Seawolves Hockey Live.
Hey, so Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. I'm Andy Sukoff, and we're just about ready to get underway here at the rinks for the matchup between the Stony Brook Seawolves facing off against the Lebanon Valley College Flying Dutchmen in a matchup to number 1 versus number 11. The Flying Dutchmen coming in at 21-4 this season, including wins over Stony Brook. A couple things in their schedule that something we're going to bring up during the pregame. Lebanon Valley has 4 losses. 2 of those losses came to Delaware, which Stony Brook swept. 1 loss to the Seawolves and 1 loss to Rutgers, who the Seawolves also swept as well. So, Andy, this series here is a very big series for the Seawolves. They need to get these wins.
Absolutely, and lights have been dimmed, and the Seawolves will make their way onto the ice. As we've got Bendy's will be our referee tonight. McCutcheon will be one of our linesmen, and Patrick Roth, will be the second linesman. As the Seawolves make their way onto the ice in their red. Seawolves coming tonight 24-2. And split with Lebanon in Lebanon Valley. And this is going to be again, as Coach Garofalo said, this is a different team now. This team is on an 11-game winning streak right now. They're playing really well.
And on the flip side of that, Lebanon Valley has lost only once since November.
Yeah, they're 4-0 in their last 4, so that I know. But they've also been playing very well under
They've gone on quite a heater. But like I just said, they've had their struggles against certain teams. They lost 2 to Delaware, so they split against them, a team that Stony Brook swept,
right.
Including that one of those losses came just a couple weeks ago.
All right, we're going to kick it down to Jim Maritano for the starting lineups.
Number 17, Jacob Thomas. Number 19, Michael Stroud. Number 21, Travis Acker. Number 28, Andy Thurby. And in goal, number 33, Brendan Van Quen. And now the starting lineup for your Stony Brook Seawolves.
And here's the starting lineup for the Stony Brook Seawolves.
Number 3, Parker Bishop. Number 13, Matthew Crockett. Number 37, John DeFeo. Number 55, Alex Miller. Number 77, Chris Stepke. And in goal for the Seawolves, number 33, Derek Wills. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that the spectators please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back just moments away from the start of the game. We've got a And tonight is the fundraiser for the Chris Panettiere and Anthony Franzone funds that all the locals down here know about. So perhaps not many out there in the audience know about it, but you got the Stony Brook Pep Rally Band here. Rocky's got a new mask. Oh boy, look at this. How about that? We got a couple of Seawolves up here helping us out with the cameras. We appreciate it, guys. And we're going to start. Seawolves are actually going to start with Crockett centering Stemke and DeFeo. Miller on defense with Bishop. And Lebanon Valley will counter with Thurby at center, centering Thomas and Acker, Reno, and Straub on D. And here we go, folks. Bendy's gets ready to drop the puck. And we're underway. Face off won by the Seawolves. And Bishop smacks the puck all the way back into the Lebanon zone. Crockett in on the forecheck for the Seawolves. He gets dumped. Pick up by DeFeo. DeFeo behind the net. Watched by Thurby out in front. And picked up by Lebanon. That's Acker through the neutral zone with speed. His puck is deflected into the Stony Brook zone. Bishop smashed by Acker. Hard hit by Acker. And we got a first penalty of the game.
Acker's going to be going off.
Acker's going to go for boarding.
You watch that again, and he just slammed Bishop into the boards, and Bishop just fell right down.
One correction on the referee is the linesman is not Patrick Roth, it's Brian Roth. Apologize for that, Brian. All right, face-off will be back in Lebanon Valley. Seawolves right away on a power play. Face-off will be to the left of Manquin, and Manquin in the nets for Lebanon tonight. JT Hall, Bokikio back in the lineup along with Lizaldi. Bokikio now picks it up back to the point to Sherding. Calls over to Cartwright. Back down to Bokikio. Back to Cartwright. Cartwright to Sherding. Seawolves playing with the puck here. Getting an open shot. Oh, deflected to the corner by Lizaldi. Right now. Satola wins the draw. Nice play back to Gilbert. Gilbert sends the wrist shot to the net. But Manquin saw it all the way coming in. Nobody was in front of the net there.
If you watch at that last second, Satola put his stick out. It looked like he was trying to deflect it, and it went over his stick as it was.
Now Gilbert's being communicated with by Kasha and Satola. Satola's been winning faceoffs in the draw. Now Lebanon's making a change at center as Thomas comes off. Back to the point. One again by Satola. And Gilbert just winds it back behind the net. Picked up by Osaski. Osaski has the puck, controls the puck behind the net. Walking out in front. Now he's poke checked by Thurby. And McCowan picked it up, and he sends it to the point and sent back in by Kasha. And the puck deflects wide. Back to get it is Gilbert. We're all even up now. And the puck comes up the wall, banged out into the neutral zone and back into the Seawolf zone. This is Gilbert, winds it around for Kasha. Kasha, pick it up, skate up through the neutral zone, comes Kasha with speed, and will dump. On the forecheck, Bozer, as the fourth line for the Seawolves is now made onto the ice. Bozer, Gervaisi, and Kalilo. And that's a lot of speed on this line.
Yes, it is.
And that puck is dumped into the Lebanon Valley bench, and they'll have a face-off inside the Lebanon Valley zone. We're down to 16:40 left to go in the first period. Got no score. You're watching the Stony Brook University Seawolves and Lebanon Valley College Dutchmen. Face-off to the left of Manquin. Gervaisi on the draw for the Seawolves. And one back by Delaware. Who's listening? One back by Lebanon Valley. Good play there on that face-off. They hadn't won some in a while there. They good to win one in the zone. Get the puck out.
That power play was really dictated by Andrew Satola winning face-off after face-off. They weren't able to get many quality shots until the tail end of the power play.
Smart play by Gervaisi. Get that puck out of the zone, dump it out,
and get the change.
Get the change, right.
And that was the change they needed to get.
Ooh, that puck just sizzled wide off the near side post on the short side. All right, Miller gets it over to Bishop. Bishop sends it up the wall, trying to get it up the wall. Good defensive play there in the offensive zone by Lebanon. And back out to the neutral zone. That's Nolan who sends it over to his defensive partner, which is Thomas. Back into the Seawolf zone. Bishop will send it up the wall. Miller and Underhill trying to get to it. And the puck is batted out in front, picked up by Hall. This is JT Hall. His line's out there. And they'll be watched very carefully, I'm sure, because Parsons, he's a KG veteran, and he knows matchups.
And even though, like Coach Garofalo said, it's not the same team, This is a line that I'm sure when Coach Parsons is watching film, he's saying, make sure that we are on top of JT Hall.
No doubt. His Hall now to Stemke. Stemke's out there as well, and he's not usually on this line. So this is a nice play coming in. As DeFeo shoots the puck. Good save by Manquin. And we can see what Manquin can bring to the table here. Good save by Manquin. He's got his head in this game.
He does. He's had a few opportunities early to make some nice plays, and he has, especially on John DeFeo. He is stonewalled twice. So we're going to take a look at that last rush on replay. Here's the first save of a Stemke. Now here it comes back around.
Feet out, yeah, and that's a good move by DeFeo. Walks in, and those types of plays, goals are scored a lot because of momentum.
You get that quick wrist shot off the stick as he's coming through the slot. There's not much a goalie can do.
All right, Lebanon breaks out of the zone. They're coming down 3-on-2, 3-on-3 now, and that puck sizzles wide as it was a Lebanon player. McCowan was wide open. The puck just skidded past the stick. He was wide open on that wide side. That puck gets out, not out, but now into the neutral zone, picked up by Crockett. Crockett will walk it into DeFeo and loses it. And now all the way it gets poked to Manquin. He'll hold it for a face-off.
Smart play by Stemke there. He saw the puck was loose, just poked it on, and get the whistle. Now Lebanon Valley has to take a face-off in their own zone. We've seen the Seawolves really dominate the face-off circle, especially in the offensive zone. So this is going to bode well. And now you have your number one face-off guy in Totola out there to win this face-off.
Back to Kasha. Kasha, first shot. And it didn't get all the way through, but it definitely hit Osowski because he is hurting.
Yeah, he's
back to Kasha, rips it again. Loose rebound. The goal. Bukikio pokes it home on the rebound off the blast from Kasha.
And that's what we were talking about in the pregame. Those second and third chances that the Seawolves have gotten. That's been their niche this year. They get those rebounds. They get those second and third chances. And Bukikio is the benefactor of that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's Joe Bukikio back in the lineup again. It's a breath of fresh air to see him back in the lineup, folks.
Absolutely it is.
And we're sharing our booth with the News 12 cameraman. It's a big camera. All right, folks. Stony Brook 1. Lebanon Valley nothing. We are 16 minutes. Actually, that was 14-17. Time of the goal. Lebanon controls the puck through the neutral zone and fired all the way into the Seawolves' end. Icing is waved off. I don't know who touched it, but icing was waved off. Picked up by Gervasi. Sends it around to Kalila. Was just out of his reach. And that puck did not get through. Now it's Kasha coming through the neutral zone with speed. He's got Kalilo on the left wing. Kalilo in, shoots, fires, save, Manquin.
For Bukikio, that's going to be his 6th goal of the season. So he's now got 11 points on the season.
All right. Good save by Manquin. Face-off will be to the right of him. And on the draw will be Gervasi as he's out there with Bozer and Kalilo. Again, a lot of speed in that line. Heffernan sends that shot on goal and saved by Manquin. Heffernan pinching in deep. Good pinch by Heffernan, keeping that puck in the wine all the way around. Miller will pinch too, and he'll send it deep. Picked up by Kalilo. Good pressure by the Seawolves here. Trying to get it over to Bozer. Fires it off the arm of Manquin.
Seawolves really testing Manquin early here.
Gervasi's knocked down. His stick. Someone got his stick stuck in his skate. He's back up. All right. Oh, tough play there. Heffernan had fallen down. The puck went out of the zone and was fired in by Ambrister right on net. Picked up by Wilms. Touch pass back to Underhill. Underhill coming in on left wing. He's got Hall break it to the net. His pass is knocked down, not able to get to the front. Back up the wall. Picked up by Horst. Horst can't get it to his man. Picked up by Hall. Breaking in. Oh, just offsides was Ozaldi.
Ozaldi was just about a step ahead of Hall. Hall was looking to control the puck, and he couldn't get the puck over to Ozaldi in time for him to get over the blue line. We're down to about 12:51 to go here in the first period. The Seawolves have a 1-0 lead over Bukikio's goal, his 6th. Kasha, for him, that's his 12th assist of the year.
All right, face-off will be just outside the Lebanon zone, and JT Hall will take the draw against McCowan. Picked up by the Seawolves. Hall got dumped on that play. I don't know how it went down. And this touch pass, this pass over the line will be an icing. Trying to get the speedy Hovnik.
And Hovanik, he's coming into this game as the team leader in points for the Flying Dutchman.
And you could see Hovanek was straddling that blue line, trying to get him on a home run pass.
He was waiting for a cherry picking a little bit, and that's what's going to work for him. That's what Coach Parsons drew
Absolutely,
up.
absolutely.
You get that home run pass. He was behind the defense.
Face-off won by Lebanon, coming up neutral zone. This is Hovanek again, coming down right wing. And Hovanek's shot is deflected into the rafters by Crockett. And the face-off will be in the Stony Brook zone.
Hovanek's shot was deflected in front. That's what caused it to go up into the rafters. So we're down 7.5 minutes in this period. And the Seawolves have really dictated the tempo of play. They played to their strengths, not letting Lebanon Valley really get anything established.
Lebanon's starting to win some faceoffs. And there's a pass that almost clicked as Kasha was on his check, and it didn't happen. But you can see Lebanon slowly but surely starting to get their legs and starting to make plays happen. That shot by Kasha was deflected to the corner, up to the wall, bang back in by Cartwright, and that puck got loose. It's picked up by the Seawolves on a backhander to Feo. Glove down by Manquin. Top corner. That puck was going top corner.
And that one had a little bit of knuckleball action off of DeFeo's backhand. And Manquin just shoots the glove up there, makes the play, hangs onto it for the whistle, which is the right play to do. And Lebanon Valley really hasn't been able to get anything going out of their zone. It's a lot of their
that penalty kind of put him in a bind.
Yes, it did. But when their rushes happen, it's been mainly in the neutral zone off of a Seawolves turnover.
Right. The Seawolves controlling that puck, keeping it in Lebanon Valley zone. And back out to the neutral zone, knocked down by Cartwright. He'll get it over to Kasha. Kasha controls, back to Cartwright. And Cartwright through the neutral zone to Bokikio, just taps it in. On the forecheck comes Bokikio against Horst. We got two players that collided. I didn't see that, and Cartwright is down on the ice. Unfortunately, I didn't see the play here, folks.
He took a big hit from Skurlik.
But he is down on the ice, and that is not looking good.
I caught the tail end of that. He just like a shot into the boards.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw that or what, but, Michael Cartwright's not a player that's flashy and goes out looking to, for the big hit. And let's see if we can watch this here.
We caught the tail end. He took an elbow to the face.
Yeah, a little bit of on the tail end of that play there. He got an elbow, and
you can see it here. He just went right into him.
Yeah, there was no rhyme or reason for that play. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, as our ice girls
so
through the stands, be sure to sign up for Chuckle Puck. Periods 2 and 3.
Cartwright is able to get off under his own power.
Yeah, but you got to wonder. He's kind of dazed there. I hope he's okay.
That's something you don't want to.
Trainers there too, so they'll check him out. And there should be someone going in the box for that call, and he is. And there he is. And that's the person that the Seawolves are going to have to watch out for because, again, Nick Sherlick, he's a freshman. He's 230 pounds. He's not a small guy.
Well, for a freshman, that's a big guy for a freshman.
And, that's Alex Ovechkin weight there, So, I mean, you throw an elbow. Now, the question is if it's going to be.
It's a 5-minute?
It should be a 5-minute. Yeah, it should be a 5-minute penalty because it's almost like intent to injure. Yeah.
It seemed unprovoked, so he's going to get a 5-minute major for that one. And this is a big chance for the Seawolves to really put this game out of reach. If they can score a couple goals here.
They called it slashing. I guess they called it slashing, but it was an elbow from what we could gather. All right, this is going to be an opportunity for the Seawolves here to get their game really going. The first penalty put Lebanon on the backtrack, and they've yet to find the track to get on. And now they're going to be down a man for 5 minutes, and this is where the Seawolves have to play. Make them pay.
This is their bread and butter here. Their power play has been very effective of recent. You're going to be looking for guys.
And folks, this is a type of penalty where they can score as many times as they want in 5 minutes.
The Seawolves have to use that to their advantage. Put up 2 goals. If they can get this to a 3-0 lead by the end of the
what
first.
They really need to do is they just need to roll their lines.
And they had the opportunity to do that when they have 5 minutes of power play time. They can roll the lines, and they don't have to keep one line out there for a minute of this power play.
And the Seawolves control the puck. This is DeFeo back to the point to Gilbert. Gilbert Back to DeFeo. DeFeo down to Satola. Satola to Kasha! Just missed.
Skipped over his stick. Kasha over pursued it a little bit too much as he had a lot of empty net in front of Manquin.
Kasha gave the puck away again, unfortunately. All right, so Lebanon will change the Seawolves. Time remaining in the 5-minute major, 4:20. Through the neutral zone comes Kasha. Kasha with speed coming down left wing. Rolls past Horst. And controls to Satola. Satola on the half wall now up to DeFeo. DeFeo being watched carefully. DeFeo gets it over to Gilbert. Gilbert back to DeFeo. DeFeo winds, fires. Oh, sails high over the top. Kept in by Kasha. Back over to DeFeo. DeFeo controls down low to Osaski as the Seawolves will start to make line changes now.
That line had been out there for about a minute 10. You saw after that shot, DeFeo was starting to make his commit over to the bench. Now you're going to see the Bakikio line come out. And Bakikio already has a goal in this game.
There's a trip right there as Lizaldi was dumped. Chances of getting another call right now, unless it's blatant, is going to be slim to none. But
you can't be playing the game looking for calls. You got to play your game, get shots on Manquin, and make him work and make the defense work.
Cartwright is back out there, so he seems to be okay right now. This is controlled by Hall. Over to Cartwright, back over to Bokikio, back across to Sherding. Sherding trying to make the touch pass, loses it now. And coming in is Havanik. And Havanik doing a good job with the puck. And picked up by Sherding. Sherding needs to be a little bit more sure with the puck there. Touch pass, giveaway in the neutral zone, picked up by Thurby. Thurby fires a shot just wide. And Wilms has not really seen a lot of action.
He's only taken 2 shots, and neither of them were really at good angles.
Yeah, Seawolves are just getting a little too soft here with this man advantage. They need to pick their game up. Because Lebanon knows right now the only thing that can save them is energy.
Right. The Seawolves need to come out. They need to play with that same intensity as Lebanon Valley is right now and force the play back into the offensive zone.
We're halfway through this man advantage, and they've gotten little or no shots at all.
They have no shots on goal on this power play. They had a couple on the first one, but this is the one where you can really make a statement, and the Seawolves have yet to do so. It's not a matter of finding that perfect shot. That home run pass may not be there. You just want to go a couple feet at a time. Yeah. Make those quick passes.
Make the simple passes. Don't make the long ones because they're not getting through.
And force the Flying Dutchman to move out of the formation there, and they're playing a diamond right here, right in the neutral zone. So if they can push it past that, they're going to have a lot of empty space. All right, DeFeo gets it to
Satola. Satola back to Kasha at the point. He fakes the shot down to Satola. Back to Kasha. One-time shot. Oh, it deflects to the corner. Picked up by the Seawolves. This is Satola. Controls it. Back to DeFeo. DeFeo controls on the half wall. And get back down to Satola. Someone breaking to the net. Back to the point to Kasha. Kasha with the puck. Calculating. Down low to DeFeo. Back to Kasha at the point. Kasha crossover to Gilbert. And they should switch sides so they can get off the one-timers. Back to the middle. Winds, fakes, shot, down front, low. Nice feed to Gilbert.
Gilbert got his stick tied up as Lebanon Valley makes a change.
Lebanon's doing a great job blocking the front, getting in front of the passing lanes, the shooting lanes, and not letting the Seawolves get anything going here. Seawolves need to try to capitalize on this. This is Bokikio, who's got the game goal right now, controls the puck. Sherding's at the point. Oh, and the puck flies over his stick.
It's a bouncing puck over Bakikio's pass. Sherding couldn't get to it, but he does keep it close.
Down to the last 48 seconds to go in that 5-minute power play, and it's been a really good job by Lebanon right now.
They've allowed only 1 shot on goal.
Seawolves trying to get a little too fancy sometimes here. Just get the puck to the net and go for those rebounds.
That's how they scored the first goal. When you see that that's working, you're going to get those second and third chances. Those are what you're going to go for. That first chance.
There it is. Oh, nice play. There's a goal. Frank Sherding down low to Lizaldi. Sooner or later, you had to wonder. Lebanon was really rotating 2 lines to kill the penalty. And that puck was in that zone for a little too long. And we're just out of gas.
And we're going to watch that on replay. Let's watch the puck movement here as that's going to come rolling around the corner. It's going to be cut off in the corner.
Oh, that was the
play before.
That was the play before. That was the replay on the Cartwright. All right, so the Seawolves got 1, and they only got 24 seconds to go. Right now, the route's shooting Lebanon Valley 10-2. And a lot of that had to do with that first penalty of the game. It took all the momentum out of Lebanon. They came in fired up, but that first boarding call really hurt. This is Satola now for the Seawolves in the Lebanon zone. All the way around to Osowski. Controls the puck. He's got DeFeo breaking. DeFeo shot, and it's knocked down. Osowski controls the puck. He loses it now, picked up by Kasha. Kasha controls, cross over to Gilbert. Gilbert down low to Satola. To Kasha, fires a shot. He didn't get it all. And he got a guy out of the penalty box now. Gilbert coming in to make the save. Oh, Gilbert. As the penalty had ended, and coming out of the box, and having to wait for the puck at the blue line. And by that time, the two Seawolf defensemen got back and thwarted that opportunity. Back to the point, picked up by Lebanon now. Lebanon needs to pick their game up here because of all the penalty time, and now another. I think we're gonna see some people in the box an awful lot this weekend.
Probably. And for Lizaldi, that's going to be his 11th. So we're going to watch the puck movement here.
The pass from Frank Shorting here, right here, watch.
Yeah, here's the pass. And Lizaldi is sitting right there waiting. And it's going to be on the second chance that it goes through. It just gets stuck on the pads.
All right, face off to the right of Wilms, which we have not said much of lately. Osowski was taking the draw off again. He'll go against Thurby. And Thurby wins it. Back to the point to Horst, who sends it down behind the net, picked up by Thomas. Thomas winds it back around the wall to Feo there for the Seawolves. Trying to get it out. He's being held. And the puck gets into the neutral zone as Osowski now fires it all the way back in, and the Seawolves will go for a change. We are down to 5:46 to go in the first period. Stony Brook Seawolves up by the count of 2-0. Wilms will hold it and sends it around the wall to Underhill. And he'll just dump it to the neutral zone. Picked up by Hall for Lebanon. They'll send it all the way in, but it's an icing. And it'll go all the way down. Face-off will be in the Dutchman zone. All right. JT Hall will take the draw. The face-off is going to be on the left-hand side. Everyone's on the side where the referee is, but the referee doesn't drop the puck. The linesman does. So JT Hall, you get credit for being there. Lizaldi, Hall, Underhill, Heffernan, and Miller out for the Seawolves. And the face-off was won by Hall back deep. Oh, out in front. And Hall just got pushed off the puck. Had his stick on it. Back out to the neutral zone. And Heffernan blew a tire and picked up, but got back and got the puck. And he gives it away to the number one scorer of Lebanon Valley, and he just couldn't get a shot off. He was too deep. Heffernan has to watch that. And a nice pass out to Hall, coming down right wing. Hall makes a move, makes another move. Puck goes through the legs of Reno, and then Hall's bumped off the puck. Underhill with a big hit on Straub as that puck got loose. Kalilo on with Gervaisi and Bozer. And picked up in the neutral zone by Kalilo. He sends it to Bozer. Bozer turns. He's got Gervaisi with him. Break it to the net is Bishop and Bozer, and that puck was deflected right on goal and saved by Manquin.
Manquin's had to come up big for his team not let them fall too far behind. He's letting a couple, one of which he probably wishes he could have back. The Lizaldi power play goal.
Michael Cartwright's going to go for a hook, unfortunately. And I really think that we need to, there's a lot of extracurricular activity going on.
These are two teams that are going to want to hit each other.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff going on after the whistle, too. And I think Bendy's is going to get him. I think Bendy's is going to take two. He's going to take one for the Seawolves and one for Lebanon. And that's a good call.
That's what he's going to have to do if he wants to keep this game under control. We've seen what happens when games get out of hand.
Oh, he's just taking Stony Brook. Sorry, I thought he was taking off a Lebanon Valley for the punch after the whistle.
So it'll just be Cartwright going to the box.
Right. Thurby on the draw for Lebanon against Gervaisi. And Crockett, Gervaisi will be out killing the penalty along with Gilbert and Shirting. This will go all the way down into the Seawolf zone. Gobbled up by Wilms to hold it for a faceoff. Down to 3:52 to go in the first period. The Stony Brook Seawolves up by the score 2-0. And out shooting Lebanon Valley College right now, 11-4. Face off to the left of Wilms. Crockett on the draw against Thurby. And puck in the corner, picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert will have a chance to fire it out, and he'll do it all the way down. Gervasi will come in on the forecheck for the Seawolves. Back to get it for Lebanon is Hall. Hall controls behind the net. Watched by Gervasi. He'll send it up to Horst. And Horst sends a cross-ice feed. And coming in, shooting, and knocked down by Sherding. Good block by Sherding. Not much is getting through right now to Wilms.
He's only taken 4 shots on goal.
Picked up by Gervasi here, and actually that was Sherding. And sends it all the way down. 1:05 to go in the man advantage for the Dutchman. Seawolves. Osowski, Hall, Miller, and Bishop on the PK. Through the neutral zone. And that puck doesn't get through. And Stony Brook does a great job standing up. Now, here comes. Whoa! Nice play there.
Great play by Parker Bishop. Wilms was out of position as he was following Hovanek, who thought still had the puck. It was sliding across the crease. And Bishop just smartly gets his stick there and pokes that puck away out of harm.
Seawolves under control, composed, did not let that get to them. The puck slid right through the crease. And they were able to get that puck out. Lebanon not able to take advantage of that play.
That's one that Lebanon Valley won back, especially Hovanek, because he had the opportunities.
Yeah, you can see some skill in that young kid. He's definitely a good player. That puck given away right there. Oh, what a play. On the forecheck by Satola. Lizaldi now. See, what's going to happen here very quickly is this. You're going to see a lot of this going on because the Lebanon Valley is either yapping or they're hitting after the whistle. And the referee's going to start catching this. Bendy's is going to start making these calls.
He's going to have to, otherwise things are going to go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Lizaldi's, I mean, you can only take so much of that before you have to turn around and push back. I mean, you know, Stony Brook's the #1 team in the nation. They're not going to get pushed around.
No, and if they're going to show that they do have some fight in them, Lizaldi is not happy that he's going off.
Right.
They're going to send only Lizaldi off.
Well, yeah, I mean, Lizaldi didn't go at the guy first. I mean, obviously, he was probably the retaliation they caught. That's what they caught.
And there's a replay of a Bishop's plays. He just stuck the stick out. Hovanek put the backhand and got around Wilms and slid across the crease.
Actually, no penalty. No, Cartwright's in the box. Okay.
Yeah, there's still 6 seconds
All right,
left.
so there is no
penalty.
call. There is no call. What was strange? Yeah, maybe. Wow, folks, we thought that clearly was a penalty. Bishop at the point for the Seawolves. Shot! Save made by Manquin. Back to the point. And into the neutral zone. Bokiki holds his man up. And back into the neutral zone. Offsides is Lebanon right now. They got to touch up. And they do. Picked up by Miller. And he'll just punch it up to Osowski. Osowski will send it past, but it's deflected now. And Bishop will try to push it up forward. Osowski's pushed around through the neutral zone. Here comes Bokiki. He'll control it. Over to Satola, and he'll fire all the way in. Osowski on the forecheck. And Osowski's been throwing his body around a lot in this game. He's getting knocked around too, but you got to give the kid a lot of credit. He's not a big kid.
No, but he's
throwing his body too.
And so that's what you have to do if you want to show that you belong. You're gonna have to succeed in all aspects of the game.
Strange
Physical
puck
is
bounce
part
there.
of that.
And that shot on goal saved by Wilms as it hits the netting. Off the shot from Labonte. Early in the period, Osowski took a huge hit into the wall down here in the lower end, the lower wall in the Seawolves zone, and he bounced right back. Face off to the right of Wilms, and that's Crockett on the draw. One back by Lebanon, and they control it on the half wall. Sent a shot on goal, saved by Wilms. Another shot, it skids wide, and the Seawolves escape. Puck back into the Seawolves zone. Lebanon is just content to try to get the puck deep in the Seawolves zone and forecheck. Here comes DeFeo through the neutral zone. He's got Stemke breaking in. Stemke's going in, and no call. But
he didn't have the separation.
Kasha from the point, and his shot is knocked down. Back to the point to Kasha. He holds the puck. Fakes the shot. Now he winds and fires it. Deflected to the corner by Stemke. And hoisted to the neutral zone. We're under a minute to go in the first period, folks. Down to 35 seconds to go. And this is Frank Kasha with the puck, skating up. And he'll bang it up to DeFeo, who'll just try to tap it in, but unable to do that. Now, bad bounce for the Seawolves here. Herbie with the shot. And saved by Wilms, and then deflected out of the zone by the Seawolves. Fired back in as we're down to the last 15 to go. Off the wall, skidded out. And that puck almost hit the linesman.
Almost hit Scarola, too. Good thing he has the glove up there.
Yeah. All right, face-off will be to the right of Wilms. Lebanon's having a little bit of zone time here.
Yeah, they're starting to really play their game. That forecheck is actually starting to get past the Stony Brook defense.
Yeah.
And they're getting some shots on Wilms. They're making them work at the end of the period.
Yeah. The question, that shot just sails high and wide. The question's going to be is how much of an effect did all that penalty killing have? And that's the end of the period. How much of an effect did all that penalty killing have on those 4 or 5 players that played over and over? So
that's where you might see fatigue set in, or you might see them making mistakes. So we saw a lot of extracurriculars that could be coming into the psychological aspect of the game, where if they see the Seawolves continue to extend the lead and push it, you may see Lebanon Valley start to really push back.
We're at the end of the first period, folks. We're going to take our break. Thanks for tuning in and watching Seawolves Hockey Live. We'll be back for the start of the second period. Thank you. Hey, welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. Andy Bignani along with Andy Seekoff. And Andy, let's talk about the first period stats.
Well, it's a 2-0 lead for the Seawolves after one period. The first goal scored by Joe Paquicchio, his 6th from Frank Kosha. That's his 12th assist of the season. About 5:43 into the first. That was just a regular even strength goal. And then about 8 minutes later, Justin Lizaldi on the power play, which for him is his 11th goal of the season. And his 5th power play goal from Frank Scherting, which is his 16th assist, and Joe Paquicchio his 6th assist, so he's got 2 points on the night with 6:54 to go in the period. That was a power play goal, so the Seawolves are 1 for 2 on the power play, which included a 5-minute major penalty to Nick Skrlik for slashing on a hit on Mike Cartwright. They also took another penalty earlier in the game. In the first 24 seconds of the game, Acker went off for boarding, and Cartwright went off for hooking for the Seawolves with 4 minutes to go in the first. So 7 minutes of penalties for Lebanon Valley, 2 for the Seawolves, and the shot total is 12-9 in favor of the Seawolves right now.
All right, they're just waiting for the ice to kind of cure a little bit. There's some wet spots down in that Seawolves zone. So just want to make sure that all the puddles are dried up. And we'll get ready to get going here as the Seawolves are making their way back onto the ice. And I checked with Coach Garofalo on Michael Cartwright. Michael Cartwright's okay.
Well, that's good to see. I mean, we saw him go out there, play a few shifts.
Right, so he's, they wanted to make sure that he was okay. Did take an elbow. They all saw it on the bench.
And it was right in front of the bench, and
so,
it's kind of hard to miss.
Yeah. So she was going to have to watch out for a couple of these guys that are. And Cartwright's getting razzed right now by somebody on the Lebanon team, saying some things to him right now. We'll have to keep an eye on. All right, here we go, folks. This is the Crockett line, DeFeo, Crockett, and Stemke, and puck won by Lebanon Valley. And I expect Lebanon Valley to bounce back, give us a better second period, maybe stay out of the box. Fired all the way in the Seawolves zone. This is going to be an icing.
Like you're saying, they have to stay out of the box if they want to get back into this game. It's only 2-0, but if they continue to take penalties and play shorthanded, the Seawolves will continue to push. And they've gotten to Manquin. They've put some big shots on, and they've really made an impact on this game. So they can keep getting pucks on Manquin, and they find that weak spot, which looks like it's been a low area for him.
Yeah, face off to the left, to the right of Manquin, and Seawolves won the draw. And sensing a little bit right now, a lot of the just watch the finishing of the checks in this period. Watch how that's going to be played out. Oh, Stemke actually put that on goal. And Wilbus had to make a save on that play. Picked up by the Seawolves. Going through the neutral zone is DeFeo off the mark. And thrown back into the neutral zone. Picked up by DeFeo again. And DeFeo will try to get it into the Lebanon zone. He does. This Crockett sending it deep for Stemke. And he takes a fall behind the net. Back to battle there is Reno and DeFeo. Puck comes loose, picked up by Thomas. Fired up the wall, but it's fired back in by Underhill, and Underhill sends a shot off the outside of the post. And this puck is hoisted into the neutral zone, knocked down by Scherting. Scherting will send it off of Lizaldi's stick into the Lebanon zone. JT Hall on the forecheck, but here comes Underhill, picks the puck off, and now coming down one-on-one, and that shot was Thurby, and his shot was blocked by Scherting.
Scherting's now got 2 blocked shots in the game thus far.
Underhill.
So he's making a good impact defensively.
Underhill had the puck on the stick, and he lost it on the poke check by Nolan. Back behind the net for Lizaldi. Underhill chasing after it. Back to the point. Hall is playing the point. Keeps it in and fired all the way back down into the Seawolves zone. Not for icing. Picked up by Scherting. Scherting sends a pass. It's deflected right in front of the net by guess who?
Hovanek he has a really keen eye for the puck. As he was coming off the ice, he just sticks his stick out there and knocks down the cross-ice pass. Smart play in front.
And Lebanon can't keep the puck in the zone. Putting a little bit more pressure on the Seawolves. Remember how this game started. Right away, they went into the penalty box. And look at this giveaway here. And the Seawolves have got to really get their acts together here. They're just not in this game here. in the second period. I don't know whether the net was off the moorings and they didn't care, but still, right now Lebanon is coming in hard and fast. And the Seawolves are like in second gear.
Usually we're going to watch that again. There was the opportunity they had.
I don't think the net was off the moorings at that point, but
we've seen, especially at home, the second period has not been kind to the Seawolves. They have to get past that. We saw it in the last home series.
Osowski, he hoists it past it. It's off the rafters. Yes.
Like I was saying, we saw it in the last home series that they played way back in January. They started playing better in the second period, and they can't fall back into old habits and play lax in their own zone.
Yeah, it's a slow start for Stony Brook this period, so they got to get their game going here right now. Back to the point, and a shot fired high into the netting, deflected by Osowski.
So we're about 2.5 minutes into this period, and we've had a lot of stoppages in play early on. The last period we really did. We had one penalty, but then it was kind of fluid for the next 7-8 minutes.
All right, face off to the right of Wilms, and for the drawer is Satola. And that shot is to the corner, picked up by Stony Brook, fired off the wall through the neutral zone, and Bokikio trying to chase it down, but Straub sends it back, and Lebanon knocks it back into the Stony Brook zone. Cartwright off the wall to Bokikio, sends it back, but his pass goes off the mark. Picked up by Cartwright. Good timing there for Cartwright. Picked up by Bokikio. He's got Osowski break it to the net. Saucer pass. Osowski is pulled down, but no call. Back to the point. Cartwright just sends it to the net. Good play there just to get the puck to the net. And sent that into the neutral zone. And knocked down by Kasha. All the way back into the Seawolves zone as Lebanon goes for a line change. Kasha will hold it behind the Seawolves net.
So they got to be careful. There's just one stick just hanging out there in the far circle. So guys who are going to be in that area, they need to watch out and make sure they don't trip over that.
Trying to get Osowski in a home run pass was Cartwright, but it was knocked down. Now picked up by Bokikio. And trying to get it to Satola, he was knocked down. Horse in the corner. He loses it. Now he gets it back. Satola's going for a change, but he'll decide to play the puck. And he'll go for a change now. He'll get off as Lebanon comes through the neutral zone. Kasha trying to watch Thurby. Thurby gets the puck in deep on him. Back out in front. Dangerous pass. As the fourth line is out there for the Seawolves, maybe get a little energy from the Bozer, Gervaisi, and Colello if they can all get out there. Picked up by Kasha. He sends it out. Knocked down. And picked up by Colello. Colello will skate. And he'll just dump in. Bozer on the forecheck. Up against Acker. Bozer will come away with it with speed. Sends it backhanded, trying to get Gervaisi, but he was tied up.
He had an open guy in Miller sitting right at the point. If he could have flipped it over to the point, he had a better opportunity instead of trying to slide it over to Gervaisi.
Heffernan dumps the puck in for the Seawolves. Back around the wall to Thurby. Thurby, he's picked off by Lizaldi. By Colello, sorry. And dumped back by Gervaisi. Stemke is out there. Picked up by Gervaisi. Jumps it back to Stemke. Stemke tries to keep it in. Winds it all the way around the wall to Heffernan. Heffernan sends one to the net. It didn't get through. And bounced back in by Miller. Good play by Miller to keep that puck in. A good shift by this fourth line. As Stemke's line now, Crockett, Stemke, and DeFeo are out there. Let's see if they can pick up the energy level here. This is Crockett. Spins behind the net. Makes a move. Controls the puck. Back to Heffernan at the point. Heffernan sends one. Pad save. Looking for a deflection, but there was nobody there. Back up to the neutral zone. Gilbert tries to get it. Could not stop it from getting to the Seawolves zone, but Heffernan's there. Now Heffernan takes a hit, and Stemke tries to get it across. Knocked down by Lebanon Valley. Shot. Saved by Wilms. All the way back behind the net. Good play there by Hovanek. Crockett sends his man to the wall. And this is Stemke now. Stemke will try to skate out with it with DeFeo and Stemke. 2-on-2, and they're offsides. So face-off will be in the neutral zone. The Seawolves will probably change up, as Lebanon will as well.
So now we're starting to see a little more fluidity. We're seeing some good back-and-forth action here between the two teams. Stony Brook starting to push into the offensive zone a little bit more, getting some chances on Manquin in this period. The first few minutes of the period, they weren't really getting anything going, and Lebanon Valley was sending it back in the other direction.
All right, JT Hall, Lizaldi, and Underhill have been held in check this game so far. This is Lizaldi, kept away with the puck. Over to Sherding. Sherding will send him to the net. Loose in front. Loose puck. And they jam away at it, but it doesn't go in, and the net comes off the moorings.
Manquin was sitting right on top of the post, and Hall was looking to poke it past, and he couldn't get to it.
Yeah, we could see the puck right in front of the post.
So we're going to watch it here. Here's Lizaldi's initial shot. Here comes Manquin. He slides over, and it's just sitting right on the post. Hall tries to push it in from behind.
All right, face off to the right of Manquin, but he's got a strap loose, so he's going to fix that. And then it's stall tactic here to give his team a little bit of a break. And Manquin will get ready to go, and here we go. JT Hall on the draw for the Seawolves. And that puck was deflected, and the faceoff will be in the same spot.
But not much happened over there. Maybe a grand total of 2
Lebanon's going to
seconds.
change lines right now, and
They got to go for a full change.
And I don't know if Bendy's actually had his hand up. I think he probably should have had his hand up, but we're already in the faceoff circle. But faceoff to the right of Manquin. Hall on the draw, wins it. Back to, off the post. Sherding with the shot. It may have been deflected, but it was off the post.
It took a weird bounce before it got to the post. That one, I think, was going to be going wide. And then it got deflected in front and rang off the post.
And Sherding's backhander did not get out of the zone, but Hall picks it up. Hall makes a pass up to Underhill. Underhill trying to reach for it. And Hall now and Underhill come through the Lebanon Valley zone. Drop back to Lizaldi. Underhill going deep. And Hall back there trying to get the puck too. Pinching in is Gilbert. Racing up is Lizaldi. Big hit by Underhill on the wall.
And you were talking about watching people finish their checks.
By Pesic.
That was a finished check right there by Tyler Underhill.
It's good to see Tyler Underhill playing this way, using his body, his size. It's just nothing better.
And he's got the size to do it. That's why he's also leading the team in goals.
Well, Kikio trying to get the puck off. Might have had too many men on the ice there for the Seawolves, but they escaped that one. Back out to the neutral zone. Thurby trying to dump it out as Thomas lost an edge, and Kasha was able to get the puck away from him. Bokikio around to get the puck for Satola. Up the wall to Soski. Soski in on his off wing. Fires a shot. And having a little trouble with it, then gloving it down was Manquin. Seawolves picking the game up, starting to come. The game's starting to come. And although the shots are picking up right now for Lebanon.
Yeah, they have 4 shots this period. The Seawolves have 6. We're gonna watch the hit that Underhill put on Pesic, and he just coming in and put a good shoulder check on Pesic. That's what you want to see from the Seawolves team. That's not afraid to push back when they're gonna be playing in a physical game, which a lot of teams will play against the Seawolves.
Dutchman slowing the game down here a little bit. Picked up by the Seawolves on the faceoff. Cartwright sends it around the wall, down low to Osaski. Escapes him, and coming up through the neutral zone. Hovanek sends one to the net. Blocked away by Wilms. Back behind the net is Kasha. And Kasha will skate up with the puck into the neutral zone. Comes Kasha. He'll dump into the Lebanon Valley zone. Osaski in on the forecheck. So is Bokikio. Bokikio sends one out in front.
He's looking for Satola, but Satola wasn't ready for it.
And it was kind of a bouncing puck.
Looks like Satola has to fix his glove.
And that shot's fired high and wide. Hovanek sends it all the way back around. Picked up back to the point. And that shot's deflected. Didn't get through. Back to the point again. This is Nolan with the puck. His shot did not get through. Picking the puck up is Satola as he's being checked. And back into the Seawolf zone. A lot of back and forth play right now. No team really getting any major advantage here. This is kind of what we thought it was going to be like. Now this is Bozer coming in on the off wing. Bozer walks in, fires, saved by Manquin. Good move by Bozer, but Manquin waited him out.
And Bozer drifts across near the far side. He's looking to get Manquin to commit near side. Manquin sticks right with him and waits for that shot. It was a low shot. As we've seen in this game, Manquin is susceptible to the low shot. Bozer waited for it, but Manquin came across, was cool, calm, and collected, made the save.
Face
but
off.
Really a good look by Bozer.
Face off to the left of Manquin. It's Gervaisi on the draw, but he'll win it. And puck is knocked down in the corner. Gervaisi's knocked down. He'll get the puck now, and he'll spin a move back to Colillo. Colillo trying to make a move to the net, and he's pushed off. And knocked down also is Gervaisi. His bodies are flying.
And that comes off the pegs there as Colillo was kind of pushed into it. He's got to take a quick second to adjust his cage.
All right. Yeah, Gervaisi is going to take the draw.
And Gervaisi's been good on the draws in this game. He's won the majority of the faceoffs.
Colillo uses his feet effectively back to Bozer. This is Miller at the point. He'll just send it. Trying to get a deflection from Gervaisi. Just missed. There's a lot of Seawolves hitting the ice. I'm not sure if these guys' skates need to be sharpened or not, but there's a lot of guys hitting the deck. Miller sends it back around, but his pass is picked off. Now it's picked up by Colillo. Colillo skating down on left wing. He's got Gervaisi with him and trying to get a pass to Gervaisi, but it was blocked. Now picked up by Colillo again.
Bishop was the trailing man there.
Fourth line is bringing lots of energy.
They are. And
Big hit by Miller.
They've been doing that all season long. This line of Bozer, Gervaisi, and Colillo has really picked up the intensity for the Seawolves, and they've really allowed the rest of the team to do what they do best, because this line can also put the puck in the net as well.
Yeah, Bozer controlling the puck now well as the line starts to make changes. Big hit on the wall here by Miller on Straub. Puck is pinned in the back behind the net. That's Crockett, DeFeo going at it, along with Thompson and Moreto. And this will be an icing call on Lebanon. We're down to 9:47 to go in the second period. Stony Brook still up at a count of 2-0. Shots on goal right now, 19 for the Seawolves, 13 for the Dutchmen.
So it's been a total of 7-4 for shots for this team in this period. It's 7-4 in favor of the Seawolves. So they're still making the majority of opportunities, but now in this period they have to convert on those opportunities. The last few minutes, they've gotten some quality chances on Manquin. They could put one in here that's really going to deflate Lebanon.
All right, Crockett
Valley.
wins the draw back to Gilbert. Gilbert sends it to the net, and a glove save, or a pad save by Manquin, and then the puck is loose, picked up by Stemke, trying to get it to the net. There's a pile-up. Puck is still loose. No whistle as Bendy sees the puck loose. Finally, he'll blow the whistle and blow the play down.
Getting some pushing here,
and,
just like
and again, we're watching Nick Sherlick, who has already taken a 5-minute major in this game.
He's going after Stemke right now.
You know.
But we're going to watch this rush right here. The puck is just past Manquin. As you see Stemke, DeFeo, and Crockett all pushing people out of the way to get to that puck. There was actually somebody grabbing onto Crockett's legs in the bottom of that pile, kind of like Jeff Van Gundy against Alonzo Mourning.
All right, face off to the right of Manquin, and Lebanon will, it's going to come outside the zone. As Coach Colin Bromstead is asking why, but not getting any answers. Face off won by the Seawolves. This is Kasha. He bangs it back to DeFeo through the neutral zone. Comes DeFeo on the off wing. Makes a nice move behind the back. Break it to the net, trying to get a pass, but good defensive play. Kasha winds, fires a shot. Deflected, did not get through. Loose puck. Loose puck again. Loose in front. DeFeo battling hard. And Lebanon gets the control of the puck out to the neutral zone. Cartwright's going to just bang it right back into the Lebanon Valley zone. Good play by Cartwright. It actually hoisted itself up there. But now Lebanon breaks out, 3-on-2. Shot saved by Wilms on a good shot. Looked like he was going to pass the puck. That was Konghofer. And he'll fire it all the way down. We haven't seen much of him on the ice this game.
He's somebody for Lebanon Valley. Hasn't gotten much ice time this year. He's only played in a few games. Their roster is humongous. So they have a lot of players who need to get ice time. So
yeah. You got a water bottle on the ice down on the lower half wall on the Lebanon Valley zone. Gosh, a nice move, but he loses it now. Picked up by Thurby. Immediately 3 Stony Brook players around Thurby. Fired out, and he'll go into the bench, and faceoff will be in the Stony Brook zone. As we are down to 8:18 to go in the second period. Shout out to the Lizaldes out in California. Shout out to the Josephs in Levittown. Hope you folks are doing good tonight. Face-off will be to the left of Wilms. And won by the Seawolves, picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert will send it to Lizalde, and did not get out. That puck did not get through. Deflected off of Underhill. This is Shirting. Sends it off the wall and gets through. This is an opportunity for Hall if he can get there first. Hall breaking in with the puck, fires it. Oh, and a save by Manquin. Horse got back there just in time to push him off the puck, but JT Hall did get a shot off.
He did. And just for stat purposes, JT Hall is only 1 point away from tying last season's high water mark for the team. Vin Lopes had 59 points last year. JT Hall at 58 right now.
All right, faceoff will be inside the Lebanon Valley zone. Faceoff to the left of Manquin. He's played very well tonight. You know, so far has made a couple good saves, keeping his team in the game. JT Hall in the draw for the Seawolves. And McCutcheon gets ready to drop the puck. Hall picked up by Lebanon through the neutral zone. Gilbert, big hit.
He made Armbruster pay for that one.
Yeah. Lizalde now sends it up the wall, back to the point. Looking for a deflection was Reno, as Kalilo moves the puck. Well, actually, that's Underhill. Underhill could not get it out. Good work here right now by Lebanon Valley as through the neutral zone comes JT Hall. He sends Underhill on a breakaway. Here comes Underhill, shoots. Oh, and a save by Manquin.
I think Underhill made 1 move too many. I'm not sure if he was confident in what he wanted to
now
do.
Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Oh, and there's a goal. Lebanon coming back, and how often does that happen? You go down one way and a great opportunity, they come back the other way and they score a goal. That's a nice goal by Justin Boyd beating
That's
Wilms.
his second. And there's the home run pass there. Here comes Boyd. He took the initial pass from Armbruster.
It was a little bit of a screen. Shirting was just a little bit in the way there, and it was a good low hard shot, and Wilms just whiffed on it. I'm not even sure if he really saw it all the way, but it's in the net. Lebanon on the board on the 15th shot, and the Seawolves now in a 2-1 game here. We knew this game was going to get close, folks. Seawolves had plenty of time to blow this game open with the 5-minute man advantage. It did not do so. So this is an opportunity for Lebanon to come back here, and they have already knocked this lead down to 1 goal. We'll see how the Seawolves respond, if they can respond. This is Satola. He'll send it back behind the net to Heffernan now. Heffernan being watched, and he'll just send it up into the bench, Lebanon Valley bench. On faceoff in the Seawolves zone.
Lebanon Valley goal scored by number 20.
And like I said, for Boyd, that's his 2nd goal of the season. For Armbruster, his 11th assist. And for Pesic, his 7th assist.
And number 30, Wade, Brendan.
All right, Satola will take the draw for the Seawolves against Thurby. Picked up by Bishop for the Seawolves, and he'll send it up to Satola, who has Bokikio breaking in. Bokikio in! Loose. We're going to have I'm not sure if they called anything here. I guess not. The net was off the moorings. Bokikio was in on a breakaway.
He was. His shot was deflected from behind, it looked like. And as it flipped up into the air, the Lebanon Valley defender crashed into the net.
Yeah, Seawolves got to look at those opportunities. They're getting a lot of chances.
Yeah, they are. They're getting a lot of odd man rushes.
The stretch passes have got to work for them, so. Yeah.
You got a weak shot on, and Manquin just poked it out. That's what flipped it up into the air.
All right, Satola on the draw. I thought he was going to get a penalty on that play. Shot! Oh, a goal by Kasha! What a rip! Kasha.
He just smoked that one. Like that may have left a vapor trail. We're going to have to look at the replay. That was a perfect setup for Frank Kasha. That's going to be his 17th goal of the season.
That's
so
amazing. And a
right
beautiful feed
from Cartwright. And watch there, he just rips it.
And nobody even touched it. Right in. Yeah. Yeah, folks, we got a GoPro, by the way, sitting in the back of that net that could actually pick that whole play up, and I'm sure we'll have highlights of that sometime down the road. Maybe between periods, as my producer just said, so we'll see. All right, Seawolves did respond, and now they got that 2-goal lead back.
They scored
Kikio
within a
back to
minute.
Koster again, and fires another one, and this time it's a pad save. Oh, and all alone. Oh, offsides. Oh, I think Koster was admiring his shot a little bit, and
he was looking at that second one saying what could have been, and he let Hovanek get right by him.
Cartwright may got caught napping there a little bit, but they got to keep an eye on numero 11 there.
Here's what
Hovanek.
And Hovanek is offside, so we're looking at it, the replay here. Hovanek is at least a good step or two offside as that puck rang off the boards.
Yeah. Face off to the left of Manquin. And puck is loose. Picked up by Hovanek. Hovanek racing through the neutral zone. And picked up by Bozer now. Bozer gets it up to Kalilo. Kalilo skating in on the off wing. Kalilo tries to send it down. Now it's picked up by Gilbert. Sends it back behind the net. Gervasi will pick it up for the Seawolves. Makes a move, tries to get around a man, and loses possession of the puck. Up the wall, kept in by Frank Scherning, and now Gervasi will go back and get it again. Pinching in is Gilbert. Hovanek trying to get it out, knocked down by Kalilo. And Kalilo does a good job, comes away with the puck. Picked up by Cartwright, by Bozer, and it was in his feet. And he got it out, able to get the puck out. Williams will hold it behind the net for Gilbert as Gilbert is being watched. At the wall, Kalilo tries to get it past Nolan. Fired down the wall, up center ice where Scherning has it. Scherning takes a hit and delivers one as well. Comes away with the puck. This is Stemke.
Scherning wasn't exactly ready for that spin pass.
Gilbert now trying to control the puck. Loses a handle on it. And
that was Labonte who
puck
was
is
trying
really
to get
starting
around.
to get, ooh, there's a big heavy check. We're going to have a penalty on Lebanon here.
So we're gonna see a power play here.
It's going to take them both.
We're actually going to look at one replay of Hovanek. We're going to see if he was actually offside or not. And as we look at the replay, he is onside. He is not over the blue line yet when that puck crosses.
Well, like I said, it's not a it's a fast call the refs have to make. Sometimes they make it right, sometimes they don't, and we don't use replay. All right, we got matching penalties right now for both teams. John DeFeo will go off for the Seawolves, and Russ Amberster for Lebanon Valley. Face-off will be inside the Lebanon Valley zone. We'll do some 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, unless we have another call. We're down to 4:28 to go in the second period. Stony Brook up 3-1. Face-off to the right of Manquin. It's JT Hall, Lizaldi with Bishop and Miller. Back to Miller at the point. Miller sends a shot. Pad save by Manquin. And Parker Bishop, good defensive play. Back across to Miller. Miller sends a cross-ice feed up the middle to Hall. Down wing, he's got Lizaldi with him. Lizaldi tips it. Oh, over the top, loose puck. Nice play there, almost capitalizing on that goal. Almost.
Unfortunately, it almost doesn't count.
Right.
Lizaldi had a great opportunity, just couldn't convert it. Flipped up into the air. They got the second chance, and Manquin just did enough to get it away.
Hall controls the puck, trying to find an open man, but he's going to skate with it. He'll dump it back to Lizaldi. Rizaldi sends it back behind the net, but no one there as the defense weren't cycling. The forwards now up in the neutral zone. Picked off by Hall, comes in, he's hooked. No call. Clearly hooked, and Hall will come off. Thurby is being railroaded to the wall by Underhill, and now that puck gets pushed back behind the net by Ossowski to Kasha, who will control it. Bishop is still out there. He needs to get off for a change. This is Kasha to Underhill to Bishop. Bishop will get it in the zone, and then he'll skate to the bench. Actually, he's still out. Sorry. Place has gotten very quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, we're down to 20 seconds left on the 4-on-4.
Back up to the point. Shot down low. Deflection! Oh, what a save by Willems.
We haven't called his name much in the last few minutes.
Yeah. As Havana got dumped into the net. And Thurby is going at it with Bishop. Because maybe Bishop knocked Havana into the net.
Those two have been at it for quite some time now. We see now it's Bishop going after. It's Thurby that's kind of giving a little bit of a tap.
Faceoff will be inside the Seawolves zone, down to 2:41 to go, down to the last 14 seconds for 4-on-4 play.
It'll be Satola taking this faceoff in the defensive zone.
And he'll be going up against McCowan. Yeah, it's faceoff won by McCowan, but it gets out of the zone, and Lebanon will have to touch up. Thrown right in on goal, saved by Wilms. Kasha will control the puck, sends it back behind the net. Picked up by Cartwright. Cartwright up, skating open ice. Through to Bokikio, through the neutral zone comes Bokikio on a backhander. Sends it across, it's touched, and it's loose, still loose. Oh, and it's in the net! Satola pokes the puck in. It was a rebound. It got bounced off the goaltender back to the stick, and Satola poked it high over the shoulder of Manquin. And the Seawolves scoring a big goal late in the period.
Yes, they do. We're going to watch it here. DeFeo takes a shot that's going to get poked up, and now Satola gets a rebound and just flips it right over the shoulder.
And that's that never quit attitude that this team has had all year. They just find ways to get that puck in the net. Satola. And he'll take the faceoff at center ice. And Bokikio will get it back to Sherding as we get down to the last 2:12 to go. Sherding will send it up to DeFeo. DeFeo will pop it up to the neutral zone. Picked up by Satola. Satola gets it to DeFeo. It bounces off of him. And picked up by Labonte. Fires a shot right on. And Wilms will save it, hold it, and the Seawolves will change.
And for Satola, that's his second point of the game. He had an assist earlier in the period on Kasha's goal.
So face-off in the Seawolves zone, next right to the left of Wilms. And Gervaisi on the draw as he's out there with his line, Kalilo and Bozer. Kalilo controls the puck off the stick and back into the Lebanon Valley zone. Picked up by Hall. He'll lose it and send it back to the Seawolves. Kalilo will just dump in. On the forecheck is for Gervaisi and Bozer. Fourth line has added some energy to the Stony Brook line tonight for sure.
They have. They played very well. They've gotten some quality chances, and they made Lebanon Valley play back on their heels in their own zone.
And Thurby sends one that deflected off of Gilbert onto the glove of Wilms, and he'll hold it.
So Stony Brook has the last two goals in this game. They've scored them about 4 minutes apart.
And I don't know what that was all about, but I think we're going to have another Lebanon Valley player in the penalty box.
Gervaisi winds up on the ice at the hand of Thurby.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's all about, but Gervaisi will skate to the bench, and Thurby will skate to the penalty box. And it's the lack of discipline sometimes that will hurt a team, you know, and right now that's probably hurting Lebanon Valley a little bit tonight, is that lack of discipline, because This is a close game. And it's not, if the Seawolves score another one here, it's going to be really tough for them to come back.
Because they're playing very well defensively. They're not letting much get in the way of Wilms. But Wilms has made 18 saves and 19 shots. And a lot of the shots haven't come from the best of angles for Lebanon Valley. So that's a testament to the Seawolves defense, not letting the Flying Dutchman get into those high potency areas.
Right. Face-off made a right of Manquin. And it'll be JT Hall on the draw. He wins it back. And picked up by Underhill. Sends it down to Bokikio. And he's got Sherding at the other point. Underhill at one point. Down low on the half wall comes Bokikio to Underhill. Over to Sherding to Bokikio, who broke his stick. And sent back in. But Bokikio played the puck with a stick. And I think he's going to go, Yeah, unfortunately, Joe broke his stick and tried to play the puck with the broken stick, and that's a no-no. So he's in the box, and we're all even up 4-on-4, and Lebanon will actually have a man advantage for about 20 seconds, 19 seconds when their man comes out. Face-off to the right of Wilms, and we'll have some more 4-on-4 play down to the last 56 to go in the period.
Seawolves penalty, number 94. Joe Bociccio, 2 minutes unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of penalties, 56 seconds remaining, second period.
Lizaldi, nice play to get around the defender. Sends it across the hall, trying to bounce it out of midair, but get a bat on it, but it could not. And nice job by Sherding to bounce that puck out of the zone with one hand. Back to Sherding, and a bad bounce off the wall. You got to watch that back corner wall. Always that Zamboni door.
Yeah, so especially towards the end of the period, you see a lot of snow get up in there.
Yeah.
And it's going to force some strange bounces.
And Parker Bishop now with the puck for the Seawolves. He'll try to get it out, but just got it to the point. Could not get the puck out. Shot on goal, save. Oh, got another hit there. Possibly a hit from behind, but they're not calling that. That was more of a dive. Parker Bishop's not going to nail somebody. He knows better than that. He kind of leaned on the guy. Didn't really hit him hard. We'll watch the replay.
And it's McCowan who's down.
Yeah, I think he caught him more by surprise. I don't think he hit him.
That's not. I wouldn't call that a hit.
That's not a hit. He kind of leaned on him. I think he may have gone down awkward into the wall, but still a dangerous play. But it's not a penalty. And Bendes was actually right in the corner on the other side watching it. So we are down to
about 4 seconds or 7
1.3 seconds to go. All right, going to pull the goaltender on.
And you may as well. You're in the offensive zone. Face out quick shot. You might as well have that extra man on the ice.
Yeah, the coaches are asking for the face-off outside the zone, and that'll do it. That'll be end of the period. And we have a 4-1 score, folks, at the end of the second period. 2 men will be in the penalty box when we start the third. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. We'll be back for the start of the third period. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Mignani along with Andy Sukoff. I'm Trevor Mignani behind the controls. Andy, take us through the stats of that second period.
So there were 3 goals scored in that period. The first by Lebanon Valley. Justin Boyd, his second from Russ Armbruster and Cody Pessig. And Frank Kasha gets that goal back about 50 seconds later. His 17th of the year from Mike Cartwright and Andy Satola. And then Satola scores a goal. So that's his second point of the game from DeFeo on a mad rush in front of the net, where Manquin made the initial save or two, and then the puck bounces back out to Satola, and he flips it over the shoulder. A few penalties that period. The first one were coincidental minors for Russ Armbruster for high sticking and John DeFeo for roughing. And then at the end of the period, with a minute 16 to go, Andy Thurby goes off for cross-checking Matt Gervaisi, and then Joe Bakikio goes off about 20 seconds later for an unsportsmanlike conduct because he tried to play the puck with a broken stick. Shot total was 27-21 in favor of the Seawolves, so it was 15-12 in favor of the Seawolves for the second period. And those are the stats for the period. Andy, back to you.
All righty. We got 2 guys in the box still. Thurby for Lebanon Valley. He's got 44 seconds to go. Bokikio's got 1:04 to go. So it'll be a short power play for Lebanon Valley once their penalty is up. The interesting fact is that first period was dominated by the Seawolves. Second period, I would say, was half and half.
It was a little bit more evenly matched that period.
Lebanon had the advantage in the first half of the period.
Yes, but the Seawolves converted on 2 opportunities that they were handed. And what we saw in that period was the stretch pass really started to work for both sides, actually.
Yes.
And we had the one where Hovanek was called off sides, where as we look at the replays, he wasn't. And that was a home run pass that worked off the slap shot by Kasha after he had just scored.
Right.
And then you had the stretch pass to the Hall and Bakikio, which were both knocked away by Manquin. So if they can get the stretch pass working in the third period, they can make Manquin have to really make that attempt to have to make another big save.
All right, here we go. We're underway. We have Hall Lizaldi out there against Hovanek. And number 9, that's McCowan. This is Sherding trying to control it for the Seawolves. He'll come up the wall as Lebanon Valley player loses a glove. That's McCowan. Hall makes a play, takes the puck away for the Whites. It's still a little wet out there. Pucks are going to slip. It'll be a little sticky out there.
A little wet. You can still see the reflection of the light fixtures.
Hall trying to keep that puck in the zone, and it skips outside. Makes a nice spin move. Sherding trying to get somewhere with the puck. Oh, now Hall is dumped on the play, but now it's picked up by Gilbert, and Sherding will just send it cross corner, trying to get Crockett as we are down to the last 15 seconds to go for the man advantage for Lebanon that can skate through the neutral zone. Sherding, big hit. I don't know what's going on there. I guess it's going to be on the Seawolves, the penalty.
I think it's going to be Sherding going off.
And that puck hit off of Ossowski, his hand.
At least they got back to even strength. They don't have to play 5-on-3.
I guess Sherding's going to go for interference. And Lebanon right away going to take advantage of a back-to-back penalty situation here. Sherding's going to go off for 2 minutes. Bendy's made the call, and he's done a pretty good job so far tonight with the calls. So
he has. He's been very on top of the game.
To be honest, he's been the best ref they've had all year.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. But yeah. I think my producer's sitting there laughing back in that chair. All right. Face off to the right of Wilms. Gervaisi on the draw for the Seawolves. And they'll be killing it with Crockett. Miller. Slap shot from the point. Skids wide. And Bishop. Bishop's going to shoot it all the way out.
2 minutes interference.
Crockett on the forecheck.
Sherding, 2 for interference with 18:52.
Crockett and Gervaisi, along with Miller and Bishop. And this is Wilms firing it off a Lebanon Valley player. Oh, the puck skids out in front, and he'll gobble it up and take the face off. The net actually came off the mooring as well. And folks, we're going to do this again tomorrow, 3:30. So it's a good pre-Super Bowl warm-up.
That could be your Super Bowl pregame. You don't need to watch the talking heads on CBS. Watch us.
Face off. Picked up by Gervaisi. He tries to get it out. And was knocked down in the faceoff circle, but Lebanon controls the puck. Back pass to Thomas. Thomas controls on the half wall. Back to the point. Over to Horst. Horst at the point with the puck. Sends it down low. Looking for a deflection. And puck was bounced off of Bishop. And all the way around the wall. Miller. Crockett and Miller doing a good job getting that puck all the way out now.
And on net.
Crockett's shot all the way down on net. Shot on goal. 54 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Dutchman. Wasowski out there with Hall, Cartwright, and Gilbert. Nice move as Thomas now sends it back around the wall to Acker. Acker back to the point to Horst. Has been out here the whole time so far. That puck looking for a deflection and never got to the net. Back to the point, Horst. Horst will send it to the net. No. And a save as Wilms was screened briefly.
He was, but he was able to watch that puck into his chest, hangs on to it. Smart play there.
All right. We're down to 22 to go. 22 seconds left in the man advantage for the Dutchman. Seawolves killing off a penalty. Face off one back. This is Straub. Winds up. Shot. That's from the point. That was Nolan with the blast. And the save by Wilms.
Down to 17 seconds left on Scherding's penalty. And the Seawolves, they've given up a couple shots now, but they've been really effective on the penalty kill.
Just up to the right of Wilms. And puck's fired all the way around the wall. Picked up by Bishop. He was trying to get it out, but he was hemmed off by Horsek. Loose puck, and out. No, didn't get out of the zone. Now it's out. And we're all even up right now through the neutral zone. Controlled by Miller. Wasowski. Wasowski's trying to bang it in, but it's fanned down it. Straub with it. Sends it through the neutral zone. It's tapped in by Navik. Miller up the wall through the neutral zone. DeFeo picks it up, sends one toward the net, and trying to get Wasowski, but he was checked off. Miller now, his shot is bounced off of number 10, Labonte, who's hurt on the play. He could hit him in the ankle. Wilms is knocked down, taken out of the play.
That's not something you want to see if you're the Seawolves. If you see your goalie get taken
Yeah,
out, you want to make sure that you get that guy who took him out.
Yeah, that's just not really a good play. We didn't see, the puck was going in the other direction, so maybe we can see it from this angle here.
Let's see, here comes Kohlenhofer.
Oh, he wiped out.
He just wiped out on his own.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
That's just a bad turn of events. I mean, that happens to the best.
No, we got to make sure, Derek is okay, and he looks to be okay. Face off to the right of Manquin. And DeFeo will send it deep. DeFeo picks it up, being checked off the puck. Here comes Bokikio. Bokikio trying to get a backhander up to the point, but couldn't get it up there. Bokikio trying to keep it in. And now Lebanon Valley comes out with the puck through the neutral zone. Good defensive play by the Seawolves, standing up. 2-on-2, DeFeo, Satola, with Bokikio breaking in, and the puck sails behind Satola. Unable to make a play on it. Back to the neutral zone, picked up by Scherding. Will control it for the Seawolves. Sends it up the wall. Back into the Lebanon Valley zone. Chased down by Reno. Reno. His pass did not make it. This is Boza break it to the net for the Seawolves. Oh, off the blocker, off the chest protector glove of Manquin. Boza in on the forecheck.
Boza did have a good look at it, though. He had some space going shoulder high.
He sure did. Now lost again. This is Kalilo. This is the speed line. This fourth line creates a lot of turnovers because of the speed. Back to Gilbert at the point. Sends it across to Scherding. Winds. Takes the shot. It's blocked. Down low to Bozer. Bozer is being battled hard there by Boyd, who has the goal for Lebanon Valley. This is Acker. Acker walking around Gilbert and forced wide. Back to the point. to Hall, and a shot to Nolan, sorry. And a shot was deflected to the corner by Wilms. Fourth line is needs to get a change. Seawolves fourth line's been out there a little long now. They need to get off. And the puck is pinned onto the wall. Gervaisi is going at it with Acker. And the puck is not out. And now it's out. So these teams will...
The Seals got the change they really needed to get.
Right. Shot from the point from Thomas and the save by Wilms.
The shot total is getting very close now. It's now 29-27. Lebanon Valley has really been more dictating in
Picked
this
off
period.
by Crockett through the neutral zone. Coming in on left wing. Fires it around the wall. Down low. Stemke in on the forecheck. And coming away with it nicely. It's going to be an icing. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to change.
That line had been out there for quite a
Yeah,
while.
that line now is going to suffer because they've been out there longer than the fourth line for the Seawolves were.
And now I would consider putting out Santola's line here because you get the easy faceoff win against a tired line. And Santola's been unbelievable on faceoffs today. You can get that good quality chance. They're going to keep the Crockett line out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have too many guys. Yeah, now we got the right amount. Stemke wins the puck. Back to the point to Cartwright. Cartwright just sends one to the net, deflected to the corner. Osowski picks the puck up.
It looks like Coach Garofalo made a couple of line changes because Eddie Osowski is now on this line.
Yes, this is what he normally plays. This is the line that they normally are on. Deflection to the front of the net. Osowski, Crockett, and Stemke usually plays on the fourth line.
Yeah, he usually plays with Bozer and Gervaisi.
Right.
And Colello usually comes up on this
Exactly. So that's the change. But this change has been new for this game so far. Now we got a hand pass. Oh, high stick. And faceoff will be down in the Seawolves zone. As we are down to 12:41 to go. Folks, like we said, tomorrow, 3:30 p.m., the puck will drop again, and these two teams will go at it for their last season game. There's a chance that they will meet in the playoffs.
And this year the playoffs are in Lebanon Valley.
Yeah. So
They get to play at the nice facility in Hershey Park.
the Seawolves are going to go for 4 years in a row. They're looking for the fourth championship in a row this year. Loose puck in the faceoff circle. And puck is knocked down by Cartwright. It sends it across ice to Underhill. Underhill had Hall breaking, but had to wait for the puck. This is Underhill. He sends it in, bounces off the stick, and loose behind the net. Puck all the way back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Cartwright, sends it over to Kasha. Kasha sends it over to Lazzali, back to Cartwright. Cartwright's pass was taken away and sent all the way back in. They'll go back to get it and send it up the wall to Underhill. Cross ice fast all the way across. Looking for Lazzali. Lazzali and Hall still on. Hall picks it off. Walks in. Oh, he has Lazzali at a wide open net and a 2-on-1, and that's it.
There's nothing that Manquit could have done on that play.
Great play by Hall. He looked like he was ready to come off, getting at the end of the shift there, and he makes a nice takeaway. Skates in. He sees Lazzali, and he just parks it home.
So now we're down about 8 minutes into this period, and that could be the put-away goal right there. For Lazzali, that's his second of the game, which gives him 12 on the year. It gives him 12 on the season, and for JT Hall, that's his 36th assist, 59th point of the year, which ties him with Vin Lopes for last season's team high.
Nice play by Miller, moving the puck and moving his body around a defender. And Lazzali, loose puck again.
The Seawolves are really making are really making good of the turnovers by Lebanon Valley.
It's going to get nasty over there. It's going to get. That's all I can say. It's going to get nasty.
Yeah, you saw on that one, Jacob Thomas went head first into the boards, and Lebanon Valley wasn't exactly happy with that.
Yeah.
So that's what caused all that pushing and shoving right there. And you saw as soon as Thomas's head hit the boards, that entire bench just stood up in unison. We're gonna watch here. Here comes Satola. He just kind of shoves him in there.
Yeah.
Not exactly hard, but hard enough that it got the attention of the bench. And then you see Miller get into it with Straub. Our producer's telling us of some other events that are not physical going on the ice.
There you go.
Got some fan interaction going on.
Guess Mank, we needed to kill some time.
Might as well.
Yeah, why not? All right, face up won by the Seawolves all the way back in their zone. Miller was beaten to the puck. Now it's back up the wall. All the way back behind the net. Controlled by Lebanon right now. And that shot off of Wilms. Buzzing right now is Lebanon Valley as Seawolves having a little bit of difficulty getting the puck out right now. Back to the point. Shot right on. And they score through the screen. And you can almost see it. You can almost see it going to happen.
And there's a Flying Dutchman player down. He looks like he's in a considerable amount of pain, but we're going to watch the replay here.
I don't know what happened to him, but we'll find out.
So we're going to watch. Here's the shot. And that was
screen
shot by Adam Thomas. It's his second goal of the season. There was nothing that Wilms could do with that.
Yep. It already happened. Well, he's back on his feet. He seems to be okay. Look who it is. Are we surprised? It's number 12.
Skurlik got his shot in.
It's a dive. It's a dive, folks. I mean, come on, give me a break.
As we look at it again, that's embellishment at its finest.
And I don't know what the referee Bendis is talking to Coach Garofalo about, because there's really nothing to talk to him about. There was no infraction.
No.
Bendis went down. I mean, he went down, totally on his own account. He's not hurt at all. He's on the bench. There's no trainer on him.
He's celebrating here.
Yeah, so maybe he put. Yeah, so.
He'd do very well. They're giving DeFeo 5.
Seawolves penalty to number 37, John DeFeo. A 5-minute major for spearing and the game misconduct. Time of penalties, 10:40 remaining third period.
So they're going to give DeFeo a spearing penalty and also the game misconduct.
All right, so now the Seawolves are going to have it reversed on them. They're going to have to kill 5 minutes now. And there's a lot of time in this game, folks. It's a 5-2 game. And Seawolves may have thought at 5-1 that this game was over, but, stranger things have happened. I don't know. I wonder who saw the spear, because we have a replay of it, but we didn't see a spear. Yeah. All right, face-off at center ice. Seawolves are going to have to kill, but they're going to maintain some offense too, I'm sure.
They have to. I mean, they can't fall back on their heels and get complacent, especially after taking a 5-minute penalty. Whether you agree with it or not, now is the time when you have to buckle down, play strong defensively, and don't let that get into your head.
Right. All right, picked up by Crockett now. He'll skate down, and he'll just send one on goal. Love down by Banquin. And the Seawolves will just go through a rotation, I guess. Yeah, they could just ice the puck as well. It's true. Sherding did not get it out, and you got to make sure that you got to get the pucks out. And that's all the other opportunity too. If there's a penalty called on Lebanon Valley, then it'll be 4-on-4, and then teams will play more offensively then. And that shot is knocked down by Wilms and cleared out by Hall. Down to 3:49 to go in that 5-minute major. And this is Borsch coming down the right wing. Wines fires, blocker save by Wilms. Oh, unable to get it out. Down low to Thomas. Plays it to the corner. Back down low to Boyd. Back up to the point. Over to Horst. Horst will send it down low, looking for a deflection. Hall will pick it up now and just try to tap it out, but nice defensive play to keep it in.
They need to get it clear, or they need a freeze of the puck, because that line's been out there for a long time.
Yeah.
They need to get that line off.
Yeah. Both lines have been out there a long time, but Lebanon's controlling the puck right now. Out in front, and this puck does not get out. It's almost like they should have gave it to Wilms just to hold it. Oh, there it is. And they got their one. Now it's 5-3. The Seawolves dragging right now. They needed to get off that ice, and they couldn't.
We're gonna watch a replay of that. That was really after the Seawolves missed out on that clear. The puck movement by Lebanon Valley was just really strong.
Yep.
As Horst got it into the corner, and then it came back out to Acker.
Right now they're out shooting the Seawolves 32-31. So
there's 8:21 to go.
Karma has a weird way of working, doesn't it? All right. Lebanon controlling the puck, and they still have the man advantage for another 2.5 minutes. And that is a power play goal for Lebanon Valley. The Seawolves have done an excellent job on the PK.
They have. They're 1 for 4.
Soski gets it all the way out, all the way down on goal. On the forecheck is Osaski. Good job by Eddie just to get down there and slow them down. Gervaisi trying to get there. Wilms will hold it. And the faceoff will be in the Seawolves zone to the right of Wilms.
So for Acker, that's going to be his 12th of the season.
Seawolves need to another 2 minutes. Got to try to get that puck out.
So now we're down to the last 2 minutes of the 5-minute major.
Right. And then there's still plenty of time in the period as well.
Right. That goal by Lizaldi about 5 minutes ago really a little bit large here.
Yeah, exactly. That was a big goal. Back to Horst at the point. Sends it through. Wilms with the save over the top of the net.
Well, that got dangerously close to just flipping over his shoulder and in. And at that point, if that were to go in, if you're Coach Garofalo, that's maybe where you call timeout, having 3 unanswered goals in the span of 3 minutes.
Glove save by Wilms. Crockett going down to block that shot, and was shot over the top of him. Wilms put the glove up to make the save.
Wilms has made 30 saves on 33 shots thus far in this game.
All right, face off to the right of Wilms, down to the 1:35 to go in the man advantage on the 5-minute major. Puck back up to the point. Puck is, almost got through, and it bounces off of Wilms. It goes in the net. Wow. Folks, we got a close game here now.
Yes, we do.
Wilms looks like he's exhausted.
And after a rush like that, where he's had a pretty rough couple minutes.
And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, this is where the Stony Brook Seawolves could have clearly took advantage of their 5-minute major, and they did not.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that puck hit Wilms, and it went right off of him into the net. He made the first save. He didn't have to make the first one. It went wide, but that one, just at a bad angle, bounced off of him and into the net. I think the Stony Brook Seawolves are taking a timeout here.
Which they have to do. They need to get their legs back. That line, these penalty killers have been out there for a long time. They need to get a quick break. And you know that Coach Garofalo's letting them hear it right now.
Yeah. And right now, it's all the names that we talked about are scoring the goals for Lebanon Valley. So good. You wondered. We said it from the outset that this is going to be a close game.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it took some penalties to make it a close game. Had it not been the penalties, I think the game would have been close anyway.
I agree with that. I don't know if it would be.
If the first penalty in the first period wasn't called, this whole complex of this game would have been totally different.
But then you could also say if DeFeo's penalty wasn't a 5-minute major, it was a 2-minute minor for something.
Right. It should have been. Yeah. It should have been really been a 2-minute cross check.
Yes.
It was not a spear.
At most.
It was not a spear. And again, the replay will show that. So. And that play was offsides. It'll go all the way down.
As we
high stick, actually.
As we look around the crowd here, it's dead silent. This is the time where the Seawolves need their crowd to get into it.
Yeah, well, the Seawolves right now got a 1:09 to go and have got to do a good job in trying to stop the bleeding right now. Keep Lebanon off the board. No more power play goals here because you still have a lot of time left to go in the period when it's, and momentum builds.
Still going to be 5:45 to go when this penalty kill ends.
Right. Just get a nice clear, get it all the way out. See, that's not a smart move there.
No,
you got to get the puck out.
When you're playing behind the net, you don't want to try to wrap around the board. Just get it. Just try to get it out through the middle if you can.
You want the puck out. You got to find a way to get it out. And Wilms is being screened a lot, and that's one of the things too. Is no one's pushing out the screen.
And you have a guy like Gilbert out there who is capable of pushing people out of the crease area. That's when you see Heffron and McCown setting up there. If you're Gilbert, you just got to throw him out of there. Maybe not play with reckless abandon.
And they're rotating only four forwards and 4 defensemen right now, and that's the other thing too. These guys are going to be kind of beat up and tired.
Zoldi just loses an edge and falls into the corner. Now they got to get back quickly. They're down to 20 seconds left on the penalty kill. This defense is
down to 16 to go.
They got to step up and not let them get these quality shots on.
Whoa, that puck changed directions.
Yes, it did.
Very quickly.
And now we're back at full strength. Here comes Underhill back onto the ice.
All right, so now all even up. Seawolves hanging on a 1-goal lead here, down to 5:34 left to go. Let's see if they can come back and get something going here. It's going to be an icing, though. It'll be back in the zone. But now they can rotate more players through.
Yeah, these
some guys that may have been sitting for a little while, like Satola or Osaski, guys that don't play on Underhill that don't kill penalties.
But now that line had been out there. Like you have Bishop and Miller who were out there for quite a while. They need to get off the ice.
Yeah. Back to the point. Reno fires a shot, saved by Wilms. Good hard shot from the point there. Good save by Wilms.
And now we're seeing Lebanon Valley taking all the shots. They've stormed out to a 37-31 shot total advantage. And coming into this period, it was 27-21 in favor of the Seawolves. So the fact that the Seawolves have only 4 shots on goal.
There's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Bokikio and Osaski. Bokikio took the shot. Osaski was wide open. Oh, he's pinned to the ball, too.
And Reno laid a big check on him.
It's going to be an icing on.
We're gonna watch off that last rush where Bokikio takes a shot, and we watch. Here's the initial shot from Bakiko. It goes wide. Ozatsu's going for the rebound, and Reno just slams him right into the corner.
He's
5 minutes left in the period here. 5-4. The Seawolves hang on to this lead.
Back to the point to Kasha. Kasha sends it across the Cartwright. Sends one down low. Bodies falling all over the place. Puck is loose. Bokikio will try to pick it up.
At this point, you don't want to go fishing for penalties. Just play your game.
Right, you don't want to be in the box.
Don't get caught. Don't get caught napping in your own zone.
Loose puck out there. Soski sends it up the wall through the neutral zone. Knocked down by Bokikio. Will send it all the way down and go change. Seawolves need to stay fresh here. Still up by a goal. It's going to be an icing.
If I'm the Seals right now, I do maybe 30, 40-second shifts tops, so you keep these lines fresh. So that way, when you get down to the 2-minute mark, 1 minute, a minute 30, and Lebanon Valley looks to pull Manquin, you have your top line fresh, ready to rock.
And they need to keep going. They got to keep going,
Yes,
trying to
they
keep
do.
scoring. Face off to the right of Manquin. Hall on the draw. Back to Underhill. Crossover to Gilbert. Fires a shot. Loose puck. Loose puck.
They're saying it was played with a high
Yeah, but
stick.
it never went in the net. So the deflection was a high stick, but it never went in.
Yeah, it looked like Hall got his stick up there, but a little bit too high as he was looking for that deflection. Here's the shot from Gilbert. Now watch as Hall puts the stick up. And as you look at it, it was the second chance that was the high stick. The first
so
one,
it's going to
he
come
was
all the
on
way
his
down
shoulder.
into the Seawolf zone. Oh, it's going to be outside the zone. All right, Hall on the draw. Loose puck. Hall on Lizaldi. Underhill back down low, trying to get it to Hall. Hall can't control it. Back to the neutral zone. Shot on goal, and Wilms will hold it.
So Wilms just hangs on to that one there. It's now 38-32, the shot total in favor of Lebanon Valley. Underhill has some words for Skurlik, so Skurlik is getting under the skin of these Seawolf players. And they got to be careful of that.
A lot of time left in this game. Seawolves need to control the puck. This is Underhill trying to get it to Lizaldi. Lizaldi trying to get around this check. He does. Nice move. Lizaldi to Underhill. Fires! And a pad save. And that puck is fired into the Lebanon Valley bench. And the faceoff will be inside the Dutchman's zone. Good play there. And a good shot by Underhill getting that.
We're going to watch that play develop here as Lizaldi gets around
Using
the
his
check.
speed to get around that check.
And then here comes Underhill. Here's the pass, the setup pass. Underhill just takes a shot. He's going into the low far corner, and Manquin expertly puts out the pad.
Crockett on the draw for the Seawolves. Back to the point. Gilbert sends a shot. Didn't get through. He'll control it. Send it back to the corner. Crockett down low. Bozer back there now. Bozer's out there with Crockett. Sherding will keep it in. Bang it all the way back around. Crockett will go after it. Stemke, Crockett, and Bozer. Good play defensively in the neutral zone by Bozer. Sherding sends it up the wall to Stemke. Stemke out of the zone. Picked up by Horst. And he'll just fire back in. A bouncer on Wilms. Firing back around the wall to Sherding. Sherding will send it up the wall to Bozer. Misses the tap. Neutral zone turnover here. And shot coming in hard. Bounces high off the glass. Puck is loose.
And almost on net as well.
It's just Wilms is moving very, very slowly. I would almost say that I'm not saying he's tired. Oh, what a save there. Oh, on the back door with that puck getting through everybody. Buzzing is Lebanon Valley right now.
Yeah, they're really buzzing.
And Wilms is just looking a little shaky back there.
After giving up 3, as we got some pushing and shoving going on here.
Extracurriculars going on here. Boys, calm down. There's only 2:33 left to go.
But to your point on Wilms, And when you give up 3 unanswered goals in 3.5 minutes, that's going to rattle your confidence considerably.
Yeah, totally. And you got to wonder he's being, like I said, it's 5-on-4 for 5 minutes.
And on top of that, for most of the first 2 periods, the puck was not in your end.
But Manquin was in the same situation in the first period, and he has held his own in this game. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we don't know whether or not that player that knocked Wilms out, we don't know what happened there, but hopefully he's not injured or anything, but I don't think he'd be playing if he was. And that puck just gets shot out of the rink. I want to get in the way of that one. That was a Kasha clearing.
But now you have a situation where, for the most of the first 2 periods, he really wasn't tested all that much. Now Lebanon Valley comes with a flurry, and when they get some goals and get rolling, it's hard to bring your confidence back to where it was in the first couple periods.
The intensity is picking up very much so in this game. And it's going to be the teams, that can maintain their composure and play through that intense, period. This is Osaski, and he'll try to get it out to the neutral zone. He does. And right now, that's where the Stony Brook game has been. Into the neutral zone and back in their zone. And there's an icing here.
And they
have not been able to penetrate into the Lebanon Valley zone.
And they can't even do any kind of dump and chase either.
Yeah, right. I'm just having like a hard time moving.
Yeah. So it's almost like they're a step behind. And maybe that 5-minute major had something to do with it. Where
sure did, because they were rotating 4 forwards and 4D, not the whole set of forwards.
Right.
So it screwed the lines up, the defense, everything got messed up. So Sosky is he's a popular gentleman tonight, I can tell you right now. He's getting a lot of attention by the team in white.
It's going to give him at least a minimum a warning on it.
All right, face off to the left of Manquin. Is Sotola on the draw. And puck is loose, won by Lebanon Valley. Up the wall, Osaski keeps it in, trying to get it to Sotola. Skids past him, and he's beaten to the puck. And Stony Brook picks it up. This is Kasha, who'll control it for the Seawolves. Back to the neutral zone, picked up by Bokikio. Bokikio over to Cartwright. Cartwright will take it and loses. Wow, Cartwright just got hammered into the wall. Now Bokikio just got hammered into the bench. And Sotola comes away with the puck. And he loses it. And that shot goes into the rafters. So, you could have had too many men on the ice penalty call here, but linesmen can make those calls as well. But no call being made there. Face-off will be in the Stony Brook zone. We're down to 1:29 to go. Seawolves got to win a face-off, and they do. This is Lizaldi coming out on right wing. Sends it across to Underhill. Underhill trying to get it on the backhander, but he can't control it. He loses it. Now it's turned back over. Picked up by Hall to Underhill. Walking in, looking for Lizaldi. Just shoot the puck, as the coach would say. And Gilbert is backing up.
And now we're down to under a minute. So now you got to watch and see if Manquin gets pulled.
And Hall bunches that puck in deep, and he'll go after it. Stony Brook needs to step up here. They really have to step up.
Yeah.
So we're down to the last minute.
Down to 35 seconds to go. When they bring this in, Manquin's going to get pulled. Now they have the extra attacker on. The Seawolves need to get it clear, and they need to do it quick. As Hovanek had a really good opportunity right there. He was just
send it to the open net. Stemke tries to send it down. And icing is the call. 14.9 seconds to go.
Gervaisi couldn't get to it in time. Labonte had the extra step on him. 14.9 seconds to go. Empty net for Lebanon Valley. And they're going to have their big guns out on the ice, including Paul Heffron, who's one of the team leaders in assists. He's going to...
This helps the Seawolves, actually.
It does, but this is also going to set up, see what kind of play they set up for Lebanon Valley, what Coach Parsons is going to set up. And I think what they might be looking to do, what's been working for them in this period, they've gotten into the crease area. The Seawolves have left that open for them, so they can get somebody in front of the net, set up a shot at the point for a deflection. That might be their best chance.
Well, what's worked for them is the screen in front. They get the shot back to the point. They got a couple of guys that can hit the net from back there consistently.
They do.
Horst is one of them, and they have number 14 also, I believe, Travis Hall. He hits the net a lot from the point, so maybe they do that, or maybe they just send it to the front of the net and jam it.
Yeah, like you always say, the most goals are scored within 5 feet. They can get somebody into there.
Wasn't that an icing call?
Yes.
So why are the Seawolves changing lines? They think no one's going to notice? Okay. Face off to the left of Wilms. Face off won by the Seawolves. Sherding will send it all the way around. Lizaldi will chop it out, and that'll do it.
That's right.
And there's a goal!
That's just for measure.
And the Seawolves will walk away with a 6-4 victory. Yeah.
Well, Paul's going to get credit for that one.
I think he's going to want an explanation as to why the Seawolves changed lines at an icing. I don't know. Well, maybe they didn't. I thought they did, but maybe they didn't.
I thought they did too. Because Gervaisi was the one who was out on the ice.
Yeah. So I don't know what Coach Parsons is going to be talking about, but maybe, yeah.
We're gonna watch it again.
Yeah, it looks like the goal will stand, and the Seawolves will, with 1.5 seconds to go, will come away.
No. Here comes Satola. Satola's gonna undercut him afterwards.
All right. Well, we've had a couple of bad calls, including the spearing call, which really wasn't a spear, and that'll do it. The Stony Brook Seawolves will walk away with a 6-4 victory. Both teams suffering the 5-minute penalty woes. And tomorrow, folks, we get to do this again, and it's going to be fun. Because, like I said, there's some guys that are really, really have strong animosity here right now, and they're going to line up and shake hands like they always do. And they'll get together and do it again tomorrow. So through the third period, the Stony Brook Seawolves scored 6 goals, Lebanon 4, and the shots on goal, Lebanon Valley had 40, and the Stony Brook Seawolves had 34, Andy. They really picked their game up with that 5-minute major.
Yeah, Lebanon Valley really took control of the game at that point. Stony Brook was just kind of hanging on. But they did it. They made sure that they hung on to win. And then they got that last goal from measure.
Right. So some of these guys, they all know each other. They come from the same towns, or they played on the same teams in juniors, and so they're all saying hello to their friends and who they know, which is pretty cool because they all they all laugh and whatever. Meanwhile, the coaches are flipping out. They've got Satola hugging Thurby. I think they're friends, or. But anyway, folks, that's it for us tonight. Thank you for tuning in and watching Seawolves Hockey Live. On behalf of Trevor Mignani, Andy Sukoff, Eddie Mignani signing off. See you tomorrow.